in harmonizing environment and growth. And I must share something with you today, since this is eco. In '91, I was the environment minister. And when I was the environment minister in '91, we worked closely with Japan on the climate change treaty. And it's true of that I had many commerce ministers, MITI ministers when I was commerce and industry ministers, but I had an equal number of changes when I was environment minister. This was between '91 and '95, I was the environment minister. And at that time we worked closely with Japan. We worked very closely with Japan, and Japan is one of the developed countries, the OECD countries. We worked in partnership, and it was that partnership which helped us to arrive at the climate change treaty at the Earth Summit in Rio in 1992.
Thank you very much. Now, if there are any questions from the floor for the Honourable Minister, please, we have just a few minutes. Please identify yourself and put your question to the Minister. Thank you.
Yeah, I have one.
Sorry?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, please. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, I am Dr. Nagaraj Reddy, Chairman of NR Group. We are into infrastructure and smart city. NR Group.
Chairman of
a company based in Bangalore and US.
There's your mic.
Yeah. So we are actually doing an initiative on smart cities and a kind of SEC known as Green Bridge. My question to the Minister is, India has been very successful in national highway programs. Now what about India's strategy to link the state highways, townships and villages and convert them to smart cities, towns and smart villages? Because, see, India has been growing very tremendously and the population shows that India needs about 300 smart cities for the next 20 years. But my question is, how about converting the existing towns and villages, smart towns and villages themselves with the cities? So this integration would be very useful, that's what we think. What's your opinion, Mr.?
I entirely agree with you. The emphasis now has to move to our Tier 2 and our Tier 3 cities. We are encouraging the state governments. We have a lot of projects which we fund the provinces, the state governments, in adopting best practices. Many states have now set up their own infrastructure development corporations or the road development corporations, in which they are also trying to go world class in this. Now, smart city doesn't only mean roads, it means entire urban planning. And in this, between the various departments of the Government of India, we are funding, states on greater adoption of IT, of all IT practices in their various departments relating to roads and highways. Similarly, other departments of the government are funding the state governments. We have the scheme under the Urban Development Ministry, which is for Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. We must